Welcome to the Order of the Lily and Eagle podcast. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Larry.
Today we're going to talk about the very difficult task of how we can change ourselves. So last time we have spoken about freedom and the importance of happiness. So I'd like to share with you how you can be happy and how you can liberate yourself from all those things that are preventing that happening. So we essentially first need to understand how and why we cripple ourselves or prevent ourselves from being what we should be. Now, as an example, I can use myself, but the principles are the same for every one of you. In the past, I came to the conclusion that I didn't believe in myself. I lacked self-belief. And I noticed also that the lack was essentially emotional. There was thought, obviously I was thinking it, but I didn't feel I had the ability to do something. And that stopped me from doing so many things in my life. Fear, we might say, but it was self-belief. I didn't think I could do things. So, number one was I had to be observing myself intently to notice and to become aware of that blockage within me. So once I realised that I didn't believe in myself, what did I do then? So what I discovered in my head, I was kept saying things like, I can't do that. I can't. And then I realised, that's the first part of the method, because I use the opposite of that. So instead of saying I can't do that, I say I can do that and really mean it. However, we don't mean it because we don't believe ourselves. So using that phrase, we call that an affirmation. You affirm what you want. And that's the key. I could finish the podcast here, go home very happy. But no, I'm going to go a little bit further to explain what I did, and then you can adapt it for your own particular block that you're experiencing. So in my case, it was every morning, standing in front of a huge mirror, which I couldn't avoid. You don't have to buy a huge mirror, but you have to look in the mirror so you can see your face and eyes. And you look deeply into your eyes and you state out loud in a very clear voice, and in my case the affirmation is, I can do that. Your affirmation will be different, but mine was that. Or I will do that. Something that's very short, sharp, to the point, and you have to see it in your face and you have to hear it through your ears. And in terms of NLP, they will tell you that by doing that, you're sending the signal throughout the brain, not just saying it in your head. Well, you are saying it in your head when you say, I can do that, but let's not get into technicalities. And you have to say it at least 3 times every morning, and you keep doing it. And I can tell you, for a long time, I would look deeply into my eyes and I would say my affirmation, and I didn't believe a word of it. But that's understandable because we've spent 20 years, 30 years saying, I can't do that, I can't do that. And well, yes, so it's going to take a little time to undo that, well, to get self-belief, to believe in yourself. You've got to work at it. Now, in my particular case, because I'm stubborn, it took 2.5 years. And then one morning when I said it, I thought, yeah, of course I can. In my head, in response to the statement, I can do that, a little voice in my head went, yeah, of course you can. What? I don't know why you keep on doing this. And since then, I've never needed to do it because I know that I can do stuff. Okay, I can't fly, but we're not asking for that. We're clearing stuff internally, not stuff externally. Now, some people might say, I want to be rich. I want to be famous. Well, you can do that affirmation, and there's plenty of books that you can get or courses that will teach you how to be a success and what have you. But essentially, they're using the same technique. But the focus is different, because the focus for us is not out there in the material world. It's internally to ourselves. Be happy and confident within yourself. Believe in yourself. Find your self-worth. And then after that, the outside world will come to you, because what you have inside of you, you project. And what you project comes back to you from other people. You smile at somebody in the street, they'll smile back. It's as simple as that. But we don't realise it. We haven't been taught that. Not that I'm teaching you, I'm just pointing out some things that I've picked up along the way. So, be good, be well, but most of all, be happy. Bye.